All right, guys, welcome to Happy Hour Holidaze, your go-to podcast for business entrepreneurship and life stories. We want you to go out there and make your dreams come true. I'm your host every single week, Manny Fresh. We got my co-host, Sean Fabre. And in studio today, we got the football guy over here that makes it happen, Max Paul.
What's up? We're
there
back.
You go.
We're back. Round two.
I know he's a little salty today, but you know who wasn't salty? We were salty last week. Luckily, I wasn't on the damn thing here talking about the Bucs. But man, fucking 2-point conversion to take it to overtime.
To Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews has the fucking yups.
To the most sure-handed guy he's had his entire career.
Yeah.
His go-to guy. He puts it. I mean, if you're a quarterback, who else do you go to?
I mean, that's my
Isaiah
guy.
Likely.
What?
No.
Bro, Isaiah Likely had
That's like saying if you know where you want to be for a happy home, you go to your main chick or your side chick. Isaiah Likely's a side chick right now. You know what I mean? He's working his way there, but you know, and Mark Andrews, that's his main chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where he knows the home cooked meal is going to be. So I get the pass going to Mark Andrews. He kind of, floated it in there for him, nice and easy. You would think any other Sunday, that's a catch for them. Any other Sunday, that's a catch. They're going to overtime.
Do you think it being cold and, snow flurries had anything to do with that drop? Because
I don't think it plays
the football gets harder as it gets colder, right?
Not on that one.
No?
Not on that one. I think that snap that Lamar fumbles, that might be the cold.
I thought so too. I think that slipped.
Because once it gets on the ground and now that snow flurry, now the ball is super slick.
Yeah.
So I get that one. Maybe that one. I'll give Mark Andrews a pass for his fumble.
Yeah.
What about Lamar's interception?
That's just a shitty throw. I don't care.
Okay.
Call it what you want. I'll give you that. That's just a shitty throw.
So what you're saying is Lamar and Mark Andrews both had two plays that they could have capitalized on.
Absolutely.
I think Mark Andrews' fumble, I mean, that was just a good defensive play with that punch.
I think that's
But you're looking at a guy who is he's a solid yard after catch guy, but he's not throwing no moves at you.
No.
In that scenario, okay, defender near me, we already got a big chunk, get down. In the snow, any coach tells you, hey, don't do too much. Get down. You're not going to be able to feel the ball because your hands are cold.
Yeah.
So go down. Just get down. Fuck it. Now he goes down. If he goes down right there, they keep possession. That's a drive. That's a touchdown drive.
Yeah.
You're getting points.
Yeah, you're getting
because
points.
he was in field goal range already.
They were moving the ball well. It wasn't like they weren't moving the ball well.
You take those turnovers away, the Ravens win that game, no stress.
Yeah.
And what we did notice is that the Bills had no turnovers.
Zero turnovers. But you're playing in your home conditions. Like you're playing that every week in and week out. So
but you said it outside. Well, they're from Maryland. New York, Maryland, not really that
far.
Not too far,
but we do know, and I hate to say it, but playoff Ravens and regular season Ravens, if you're looking at the turnover ratio, Lamar does have more turnovers in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. He had, 4 interceptions all year?
Yeah.
All year, yep.
Only one game, I think, this year with 2 turnovers for him all year.
Yeah. I mean, but the conditions do get worse around this year, too. I mean, you can't say that. I mean, when it comes to throwing the ball, I mean, it's not an excuse, but at the same time,
Well, it's kind of should be an excuse because we saw another snow game this weekend. We saw the Rams in Philly.
There was some mistakes.
And that was a shit ton of snow, man.
Yeah, that's a ton of snow.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw a lot of, I don't know, bro. I think it was like 10 sacks because they couldn't catch their footing. Saw a lot of fumbles. 10 sacks combined, yeah.
And then you're looking at, 3 fumbles?
3 fumbles out of nowhere where, I think one, it just slipped out of Matt Stafford's hand.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. He just went back and boom, it's gone. It's on the floor.
Well, the thing about it is you can't feel it.
And not to mention the handoff.
Oh, God.
Where he literally went to go hand it off, slipped out of his hand, boom, another fumble.
Tell you, those conditions are just trash.
They're tough.
Playing in the snow's got to be
one thing
hard.
that I have noticed in this playoff, if the turnover battle is what's winning and losing the games for people. I mean, it's a lot of times it's common mistakes or whatever, but this time it's always like that, but we've seen it more than ever this year with the turnover battle. I mean, the Bucs, turnovers, sunk our ship.
Let's not talk about the Bucs.
That rookie came in there and sucked their ship. That rookie came in there and did work.
I know, but I was just thinking, man, if we play the Detroit Lions, I feel like we got a good chance to beat the Detroit Lions.
I think I'll match up better against the Lions too. Like, I don't think it's a blowout, but I think you definitely win that game and move on.
Yeah, because I think the problem with Jaden Daniels and having a defense like Bulls where they're blitzing a lot you blitz golf, you're going to be able to get him
You can get
sometimes.
there. Jaden Daniels, he gonna make some shit happen.
he's going to make some. He's just too fast for a quarterback, and these guys aren't going to be able to get him. And you saw that even with the Detroit when they tried to blitz him. Aaron Glenn, he came after him, the defensive coordinator, and it was like, okay, you want to come at me from the side? No problem. I'm just going to roll out.
I'm gonna roll the other way. Buy time.
Yeah, buy time. So. I mean,
that's got to be probably the biggest upset of the season would be Washington Commanders over the Detroit Lions.
I
mean, number 1 seed, there's no way they're going to get blown out. They get blown out.
To me, the bigger upset was when they beat y'all.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I literally, like, going into that game, I'm over here like, the Bucs are going to beat them. The Bucs are going to throw up 45, 50 points and call it a day.
Yeah.
I mean, we barely lost.
But I'm not, but I'm saying, like, I thought it'd be a dog walk. Like, I'm thinking it's Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
You know, Bowles is going to have a plan for this spy just to kind of keep him in the pocket.
And he did.
Honestly, the defense played decent. The secondary's injured, banged up.
Oh, yeah, you were losing. You lost somebody middle of the game, too?
Yeah.
Jamel Dean.
Jamel Dean went down middle of the game.
And
That's
then we
one
had
of your better guys.
Mike Edwards, too.
Mike Edwards, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
we were playing in Tampa.
Yeah, we were battered and bruised.
But I'm saying it wasn't cold. I mean, it was like 60 degrees.
No, it was perfect weather for football.
Perfect football weather.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a disappointment, man. I really thought that we were gonna pull it off, and we really had the chance to pull it off. I mean, it was just you gotta score a touchdown instead of a field goal on that other drive. And then when you make big stops,
you had to capitalize.
You got to capitalize. And one thing that really probably screwed the Bucs over too, because our defense really isn't that great this year with the injuries and everything, was they were going for every fourth down. Every single one. If it was on their side of the,
you're talking about the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Yeah. But they didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care.
They didn't care because they know your defensive front outside of VFA. You have nobody who's really that guy.
No, I mean Diaby and Cansey played well that game.
They played well that game, but like
it's not.
They're not guys. I'm like, I got a game plan for these guys. We're gonna get this yard or two and call it a day.
And even if the Bucs would have won, we wouldn't have played the Lions. We would have played Philly. Yeah, because Lions would have played the worst seeded team.
Oh yeah,
and we were number 3. Number 4 were
so the Lions would have played the Rams.
And then we would have played Philly, which we still would have had. Philly.
I still like y'all in Philly.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, either one of those teams, I was having a really good feeling. Detroit or even the Eagles, we got a good freaking fighting chance.
I think if y'all are healthy, your whole defense is healthy, y'all win that Commanders game.
Yeah,
and Antoine Winfield didn't do jack shit, bro. Highest paid safety in the league.
I just don't think
y'all paid that man for nothing.
Pretty much to be injured the whole season.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't even know if it was worth playing him. I know we were battered,
that's not worth it.
No, I know, but it was like this guy's not even in football shape. He hasn't played all fucking week.
Year.
But who else are you gonna play?
I don't know.
I had to pick someone out of the practice squad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure, they're healthy.
He's healthy. He's been playing. He's in football shape. Yeah. I take my chances.
But I mean, you can see all our DBs were pretty much garbage. I mean, Zion McCollum was probably the most consistent out of all of them, and he's like a second-year player.
I like him though.
I do like him.
I think he plays
solid.
I like the rookie from Georgia too. He had been playing good. I think he was injured too.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
And I don't know.
Izzian
he plays gets well beat a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still a young guy.
That's like my Ravens. We got Brandon Stevens who gets cooked every game. Like,
did you guys notice in that game, Shaq Barrett played one snap?
One snap. That was it.
He got on the stat line, didn't he, or no?
Yeah, he got a tackle.
He got one tackle.
There you go.
One snap, one tackle. Why didn't we play him more?
Yeah. I think
because I don't think he was in football shape.
Yeah.
That was it. He was get oxygen receiver.
And now that you think about it, man, the fact that the Bucs held the Washington Commanders to how many points was it? Because it was a close game.
It was a close game.
It was It was like the only wild card game that was close.
Was it 23-20?
Something like that. They were in the 20s.
Yeah, 23-20. Yeah, it was 23-20 because it was 20-20.
Yeah, I kind of bet the over on the 50 points.
Damn, man, I
didn't
knew.
get it.
And then the guy fucking bangs the damn freaking field goal off the. That guy fixed his hair 20 times
and then banged it on the lever upright to go in.
He's a hero. Barely making it.
Fucked it up. It was like, that's our guy.
He was smelling salts, bro. That's what he was doing.
It's so freaking crazy how a kicker can like literally play like shit the entire game, but hit the game-winning field goal.
Barely,
and all of a sudden
barely
you're a hero.
hit it.
I'm telling you.
And he shouldn't even have been a hero, bro. I walked outside and I hear, "Oh my God," because I can hear it through my sliding glass door. And I look back and I'm like, oh, he doinked it, motherfucker. Thought he missed it. But the one game we haven't talked about is the Chiefs game, man. And the Kansas City refs. That's what we haven't talked about. Bro, the first pass, roughing the passer, where, bro, barely touches the guy, flag, 15 yards. Here we go. Bro, I swear to God, the NFL is sports entertainment, right?
Swifties.
It is completely scripted. What we're going to see, because there is a chance to make 2 Super Bowl histories here. If Jaden Daniels wins the Super Bowl, he's the first rookie quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl. If the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl,
The first three-peat.
first three-peat. So the odds are
Oh, you got the other one.
The
If
Commanders-
the Bills win,
Team
the Bills win, that's their first.
Yeah, they're first.
Oh, and they're first.
That's
So
their first.
three-way.
Mhm.
Three-way. I mean, Philly's already won.
Philly's
what?
got one. The Rams got one.
Yeah. Well, you know, with the
I think they might give it to Bills Mafia
That's what I'm saying.
because they need to pay for that stadium.
oh, yeah, you see it in
They're
the
like, we're gonna help
background.
you this year, dog.
Here you go.
There you go. Is that good with you?
You're good with that, right?
I really think that Jaden's gonna pull it off. He's gonna be in the Super Bowl.
I
It's gonna
hope
be
so.
first Super Bowl, and then I think that the Swifties are gonna lose. And I
To
really,
the Bills?
To the Bills?
I don't know, man. I'm just.
Did you see who was
I'm
in the
telling you,
box?
it's a
They're not
storyline.
letting Patty Mahomes lose to Josh
Yes.
Allen.
They are not going
They're
to.
not. You know what happened? They needed Josh Allen to beat Lamar for this MVP conversation.
Yeah.
He's not losing to Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, but Lamar's still gonna be the MVP.
As he should.
I don't see any other way.
They're going to get
4,000 yards, 900 plus rushing, 40 touchdowns,
43.
43
Yeah,
touchdowns.
43.
43 touchdowns. I don't see how you pass up on that guy. But they can't let the Swifties lose. And now Taylor Swift is all of a sudden best friends with Caitlin Clark.
Mhm.
Where the fuck did that happen?
You mean the hottest WNBA player?
That's not saying much.
But
man.
I'm saying, but like that, you're talking sales wise. That girl is.
Oh, I
she's
thought you meant good looking.
No.
I was-
I'm saying like from a popularity
Yeah, she
and
is
revenue stream.
she is
standpoint,
the one who
Caitlin
brought
Clark
it
is
up.
that chick right
Yeah,
now. So
she
you
is.
put her and Taylor Swift together. You mean to tell me we're gonna let, let's call it Josh Allen beat them? No.
No.
You let Bills Mafia beat them? Fuck no.
How do the Bills beat the Chiefs? That's the real question.
They get new refs.
They
They bring their own refs. They bring their own refs.
What's the referee that always refs their game? His name's like Chris something.
Yeah.
Either way, I heard that, or I read a stat line that every time that guy is the head referee, the Chiefs have never lost a game.
Ever.
Never.
Ever.
Every
And it's
time
always
he's the
like-
head ref.
There was one, what was it? There was a pass interference call that the Chiefs got. And I was like, this DB didn't touch him.
I know.
Like it's one of those like fade balls that are both kind of jockeying for position. That's in any time as a DB when you go there, they always tell you if he's trying to push you, you have the right to stand your ground. It's not a PI. As soon as you breathe on somebody, excuse me. And the flag only came out when I think it was Travis Kelce dropped it.
Yeah.
As soon as it got off his hands, he dropped it. There it
you
is.
go.
There you go, buddy. Let's try this again.
But I will say they didn't show her as much as they usually do.
They're saving it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there was.
Who's the Super Bowl performer this year?
Was it no
Meek Mills?
No, not Meek Mills. The Lamar,
Lamar-
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah.
You think they're just gonna let that be the only highlight of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Will let Kendrick Lamar be the musical highlight? No. Taylor Swift's gonna be in that fucking Super Bowl.
But I mean, she was there last year.
Yeah,
what do we
she-
need her again?
Did we see how many more views they got last year?
I know.
That was the
Was it-
highest viewed Super Bowl in the modern era.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
why they'll go back.
Yeah, they'll go back again.
Mm.
And going back to the referees making a call, that Jared Goff hit,
Which one?
that's a 15-yard penalty. first
That's
and five.
definitely a 50.
Oh,
If that was Pat Mahomes, that guy might have been.
Are you talking
ejected.
about the pick six?
the pick six
Where you try the block and you just got helmet to helmet?
Yeah.
So
no
the guy,
call.
no, but he
No
came
call,
in.
no
But he
call.
came in.
It's
On, somebody had pushed him, and then the other guy came in leading with his helmet
Bam.
right here, and
Right
his-
by the chin.
Yeah, right by the chin.
And then after that, Teddy Bridgewater comes in, and what does Teddy Bridgewater do?
I mean, he
Lead a
just-
touchdown
There
drive.
you
Shout out
go,
to Teddy,
dog.
two
Get
gloves,
the-
boy.
get the touchdown at
He
that point.
He wins a high school state championship, comes back to the league in the playoffs, and then leads a touchdown drive.
Yeah.
Oh my
Go ahead,
God.
Teddy, two gloves.
And he did throw a pass that drive.
He did.
He
Yeah.
did
It was
throw
a
pass.
dot.
And it was
Yeah,
a first,
yeah.
a first down.
Dot.
And then they come up with that. What was it? It was a lateral flea flicker.
Yeah.
Fucking
That
bro.
weird trick play.
I already knew it
Dan
was gonna
Campbell
be.
had something there.
I already knew it was going to be a interception when Jamison Williams he goes back, and I'm like, "There's nobody open there."
Talk
Nobody.
about-
And you know what the problem? The receivers don't have the same know-how as a freaking quarterback to be like, "Hey, I'm not going to go ahead and throw it. Maybe I'll pull it down and run it." But since the play needs to be executed, he went ahead and
The
threw it.
real question is,
Interception.
why wasn't Teddy Bridgewater in place of Jamison Williams? You have that quarterback with that running capability. Why are you putting it on a wide receiver instead of putting it on a backup quarterback
Yeah,
Who
but
can
they
actually
know.
throw?
But they know
Right?
his number. I mean,
that can actually throw?
I know, but I feel like they know his number though. I mean, if they saw Teddy come in and then grab the ball, I mean, they're.
But I mean, still, you gotta play Teddy true because
Yeah.
you try it too much. Teddy can move.
yeah, I know Teddy can.
And it was
definitely-
like, what was that? Marcus Mariota. He plays for
Nobody.
Washington.
Yeah, well,
No.
I know.
Washington, yeah, and they gave it for him to do the tush push or whatever
Mhm.
instead of Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, well,
Fumbles.
Well, that's
Right.
because Marcus Mariota is like 40 pounds heavier because Jaden Daniels is like 120.
No, I
Yeah.
get that,
Dude,
but,
he's
but
light,
fumbles.
man.
What I'm saying is that a lot of these teams are using backup quarterbacks in those
Yeah.
situations in
Mhm.
order for their quarterback not to get hurt. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw a direct snap to Derrick Henry instead, and what was it? Lamar Jackson
Just
just
flares
went in
out.
motion,
Yeah.
and that didn't do anything either.
Max, who would you put it on that Detroit game? Like, what happened with the execution with
Dan
that game?
Campbell.
Definitely Dave Campbell.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
Campbell.
it was just, but the defense wasn't there. They didn't know how to plan for that option for a little bit with Jaden Daniels.
I still put that on Dan Campbell
Yeah.
because as a head coach going into halftime, that's when you go make those adjustments. First half, okay, Jaden doing his thing, let's adjust. There was never an adjustment. They came back and kept doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're a team that gets beat by the same thing for all 4 quarters, that's on the coaching staff. As a defense, all I can do is listen to the play call and go, "Oh, yeah, this is what we're doing."
You putting it on the coordinator too, or
Absolutely, and the
Yeah,
coordinator. I
yeah,
give it.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like quarterbacks.
yeah,
When you win, you're getting praised.
Yeah.
When you lose,
it's
first one you look at is a quarterback. Same thing with coaches.
yeah.
When you win, yay, Dan Campbell got us
Yeah.
there. When they lose, we can't just blame the coordinator. We gotta go, Dan, have a seat, buddy. We're gonna have a talk.
Do you think that
Not
some?
put it all on that one play with
Which one?
Jameson. That's
Yeah.
what ended the game.
Yeah.
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 But do you think that sometimes that even though being the number 1 seed is great, you get the extra rest, but do you think that sometimes
That hurts you.
that hurts you?
That hurts you because you don't get you're not getting live reps.
Yeah.
Like,
Romo said it.
yeah, you're just
I feel like a lot of the wild card teams end up in the Super Bowl because of that reason.
and you lose momentum.
yeah, you
Like,
lose more.
you
Yeah,
look at it like this. If I'm a team like the Commanders, all right, come off the win off the Bucks, hot.
yeah,
Now I just beat the Lions, hot. Now I have the confidence going into the next game. If you're a number 1 seed, you just sat at the house watching games and watching film.
We're gonna beat them, no
Yeah,
problem. We're
no
playing
problem.
who?
You're real.
The Commanders,
You
number
come out,
6.
You come out flat often because you
Yeah.
haven't played. Like you've
Yeah.
been sitting. So I think that's what hurts.
But don't
number
you
1.
see it as you have an extra week of prep time because you got all the film from the Bucks game. Now you know what they're running in the playoffs. You should be prepared.
Absolutely, but I also think that momentum still stops. Like
Yeah, I
you
feel
can
like
prep
that.
all you want, but like to me, momentum is the biggest thing as a player. Like you're feeling good, you're rolling, and now you got the routine going. But you change your routine, and you're now got to sit. I'm just watching film a lot. I've been working out, hitting the practice field, but it's just not the same as live game reps.
And was Detroit really that good? How many of their
No.
games were decided by a field goal?
I mean,
It was like 3 or 4 that that guy Michael Bateman hit.
Yeah, I think they were a good team. I think they were a very solid
Yeah.
team. I don't think they were deserving.
Decided by one possession.
But like to me,
man,
that's like
field
it's
goal.
like the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are a
Garbage.
a good team, but I don't think they're deserving of the number 1 seed
Yeah.
based on the way they've played.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like I think you're getting a lot of lucky bounces. Shit goes your way, but
Lucky,
but you're not the best team in the AFC to me.
no, I didn't think so.
who is now? Come on, go ahead and say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I still Baltimore.
Bills-
It's still Baltimore.
Well, they're out now.
Baltimore is still the best team in the AFC.
What do you
It-
think happened
it's
there?
the-
You think it's a little bit of the play calling like we talked about with the field
Absolutely,
goals?
I think especially with the.
Why wouldn't you go for the 2 extra points?
I think you just kick. I think it's a lot of that. You're trying to be aggressive and prove
Yeah.
a point, but I think you got to play smart in that scenario. Like kick the field goal. The games that you got plenty of time in the game, kick the field goal. Like why? We're not going for 2. Kick the field goal. Get it out the way.
If they would have kicked both extra points, they would have been tied at the end of the game.
So you're tied. You're tied at that touchdown.
Yeah.
Now you kick a field goal, win the game.
Even after 4 turnovers, you still would have been tied.
You know, it's good.
Do you think
That's
that?
how you know Lamar's the MVP. 4 turnovers later, that still got you in the game. MVP.
Do you think?
Same with Matt Stafford.
Oh my God, Matt Stafford's that dude for the Rams. I feel like they could have landed a better quarterback for them.
They could have won that game, man.
Absolutely.
They literally came down. They were inside the red zone. It was 3rd and 10. He gets sacked. Fuck. But what I hated was on the 4th and what was this, like 17?
Yeah.
You just got to get a first down. I know there's like, a minute left. They still had a timeout.
Get the first.
At least throw a catchable ball.
Yeah.
But he threw it outside, bro. He threw it out of bounds.
I feel like that's McVay a little bit because when he took sacks, instead of throwing it away, I was like, why wouldn't he just throw it away? And McVay would be like, it's okay, it's good, no turnover.
And I think it's that guys are so stuck on the no turnover thing. Like I get, like we said, whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the game. But like sometimes you just gotta be like, hey, throw that ball away.
Yeah,
dirt it. Don't take the hit. That's an unnecessary hit to take.
Yeah.
How much is a legal procedure? 5 yards?
Yeah.
So they would have been 2
Cool.
yards
Back 'em
closer.
up. Back them up. I'm all right.
Yeah.
But do you think not kicking those field goals with the Ravens was a little bit of lack of confidence with Justin Tucker?
I think it's one of those like kicking in those conditions. Maybe that's why you go for 2, just because you don't want to chance it. But I mean,
you got Justin Tucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's Justin Tucker. I'm kicking that.
He's got the highest field goal percentage ever in the NFL.
Nah, Panero now has.
I thought it was 89.3%.
No, because he had them kicks early in the season where he was missing a lot. It dropped him down just enough for the other kid to take over.
Oh shit!
So no, he's not the.
Oh, still slightly goatish.
But I'm saying you're damn near 90% on every kick.
Yeah.
I'm from what was it 30? From 25, 30 out. Yeah, kick that.
I kick that.
Kick that. Go ahead. We'll take this extra point and call it a day.
Yeah.
And granted, ever since. There's a joke about like Lamar. Ever since he got cussed out by his mom, he started playing better.
Yeah.
Ever since Lamar got cussed out by his mom, just took a missed damn kick.
There it is.
So I think this is one of those situations where you gotta trust your kicker and call it a day.
Yeah. No, absolutely. When we get back, we'll continue the discussions and give our predictions as well for the NFC and the AFC championship game. And we got a couple more games to cover and a little bit more about the Eagles and the Rams. And the conditions with kicking the ball with the snow and how they cleared it off, I thought Jake Elliott was really clutch. We'll be right back. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. All right, guys, we're back with Happy Hour Holidays. We were talking a little bit about the Eagles and Rams game. I was really impressed with Jake Elliott. I mean, making those field goals with all that snow.
And all that pressure.
A lot of pressure. I mean, those field goals came in clutch.
Which game?
The Rams and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
But how crazy is it that Saquon Barkley might end up being the all-time leading rusher in a season, including the playoffs, with Terrell Davis, I think,
having top 2.
Yeah, he's got
23.
23 and 2,400 yards.
Yep.
Well, dude had 200 yards back-to-back games.
I know, man. It's crazy. I mean, I would have never thought that Saquon would be this effective in a better offense or a better team.
Been healthy.
Yeah.
And he has threats around him. When he was with the Giants, what do you know? You know it's going to Saquon for any real yards.
I can't say Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback.
Actually, you can.
Yes, you can. You can say that nigga's garbage.
But what about
trash?
He had one good season.
But what about
his?
I mean, now he had Malik Neighbors, but I mean, his other receiving core. I mean, was it really?
Malik Neighbors was a great receiver.
Great receiver.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He had him, but before that, who has he really had? That was a standout receiver.
Malik Neighbors got drafted this year.
I know this year. That's what I'm saying. But before that, who did he really have?
Dude, you know what? I like you mentioned the Giants here. Did you ever see that video of the Giants GM talking to his son, Carson? And his son goes, yeah, you should draft Jaden Daniels. Did you see that? He was
I heard about it. I heard about that video.
Yeah, bro. So the Giants actually had a chance to draft Jaden Daniels.
Changes your whole dynamic in your culture.
Your whole freaking, but
that's your whole franchise.
He should have listened to his son.
They also said the Jets and the Giants, both of those franchises, they're not in a good place. Like the organization,
and Washington was.
Yeah,
Washington.
They just got a new owner who was willing to put some more money.
And a new coach.
Yeah,
the entire organization
rebuild.
Yeah, they were
Daniels.
Last year they were 4-13.
Yeah,
and now they're in the fucking.
But you can say the same thing. Detroit had a couple bad years, and then they flipped it. I mean,
it took a while.
They took like 4 or 5 years to pick up different pieces.
Because Dan Campbell, he was like garbage the first two
First
years,
2 seasons.
Yeah.
and then after that, turn it over. But
And it's just because they got draft picks. They got
Also, that golf trade, the Matthew Stafford trade, all the picks that they got from the
one?
Rams,
yeah,
they ended up
but
being
all them
able.
draft picks that Detroit used, like you got Laporta, you've got
Gibbs.
You've got
Williams.
St. Brown.
David Montgomery.
Yeah, like you got, because of that, you built those pieces year by year. Now you can get them all in once. You got a couple guys here, a couple guys there, and then it started to come together. But like,
You know what? Did they lose because they didn't have Aiden Hutchinson?
I think that plays a difference.
It does, right?
Absolutely, because now your defense is completely different.
Yeah, it
Your
is.
defense is not as intimidating without him on the field. It's one of those like, all right,
Yeah.
we can kind of do what we want to over here.
And
Yeah.
didn't we injure him
Yeah.
during the Bucks game?
I think it might have been.
Yeah,
It
during
was.
the Bucks
It was.
game.
It was.
It was during the Bucks
Yeah.
game. So you're welcome, Commanders.
Yeah.
Send them rings over.
Yeah, send the rings over.
Appreciate that.
But now going into the NFC and the AFC championship game, I mean, we were talking about that. I mean, do they actually let the Chiefs lose?
In the NFC,
The AFC.
in the AFC,
Do you think they let the Chiefs lose?
no. Patty Mahomes gets his shot at a three-peat. Josh Allen gets another. Oh, you almost did it.
Yeah, almost did.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, good job, buddy. You beat the other guy. You beat that other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't picture the Bills beating the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Like I hate to say it, but like Chiefs in the playoffs, they're.
It's like
I mean,
Tom Brady in the playoffs.
I'm saying it's hard to beat them guys.
Well,
Man.
let me ask you a question. Did you picture the Bills beating the Ravens?
First off, no.
Okay.
I don't
So
think-
let's go against whatever Max says.
Hey, so we can put it up. So we're gonna put the money line on it on the Hard Rock app, right?
Yeah. Oh, is it out?
It'll be out later this week.
Damn, dog. I wonder what the money. If it's plus 150, I'm taking the Bills.
You're taking the Bills?
If it's
I don't
plus
care.
150,
I don't care what it is. I'm taking the Chiefs.
but I'm
You know
taking.
why?
But I'm
That's
taking the points.
guaranteed mirror.
But I'm taking the
Guaranteed
points.
money. What? You
I'm
take the
ta-
spread?
Yeah. So if the Bills are plus 3 or plus, 5 or 6,
You're still losing your money because they're gonna lose by more than that.
No, they're not.
What do you?
Absolutely,
Fuck no.
they lose by at least 10.
Hey, you know what the spread was for the Bills Ravens game? It
Plus
was
3.
1. It was 1.
Oh yeah,
It was 1.
1.5,
And they won by 2.
1.5.
So, and the Bills
Still
were the
lost.
underdogs. Plus 2.5. Bills would have won.
But still,
Let's say they kick a field goal and, it's 1-point game. There you go.
Whoa.
Bills are plus.
let's say the Ravens kick field goes. Everybody's a loser that day.
Yeah, well, yeah, true.
No, that was a tough one. I mean, it just seems like, how does Vegas get so damn close?
Because they're in cahoots with the NFL,
It
man.
has to be, right?
Look at it like this. Players already make ungodly amount of money. If someone taps me on the shoulder and goes, Vegas is gonna give you a little extra if you go ahead and
Go out for a safety?
yeah, like
No, seriously, the Chiefs game. 9.5-point spread.
Yeah.
Got the safety. 9-point game.
9-point game.
Now whoever bet the under.
It's money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
so
the
like
fuck?
if they tap you on the shoulder and say,
Hey guys, we need a.
I need this done.
Yeah.
Let's send you a couple extra $100K. Deal. I don't care.
Yeah. You think it's on the field when
That
they
gotta be.
Hell
Because
yeah.
there's
gotta
no
be.
other way, right?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be.
It's gotta be
Vince
like, hey.
McMahon runs the NFL. I don't care what nobody says.
So Roger Goodell gets a call. Roger Goodell
From Vince
hits
McMahon.
up Andy
Vince McMahon.
Andy Reid and goes, "Hey, listen, there's got to be a safety on this putt.
Gotta do something.
It's got to be a safety. That's the only way to get to this bro. How coincidental is that bullshit? Everybody calls it a bad beat, or is it just Vegas playing the NFL?
Vegas is like a big kid playing Madden, and we're all just watching someone else play, bro. Like it's just how it is to me, bro. It's like the Chiefs. Like there's no way the Chiefs are in shitty positions. Like they might lose, and then all of a sudden, roughing the passer. What?
What?
Yeah.
No one touched him.
That's because he went. On that one, Mahomes like kind of pushed his head back.
He
a little
LeBron'd
bit.
it.
Yeah, he
He
LeBron'd.
LeBron'd it.
He
No,
definitely.
no.
Oh, no.
Did
And then he gets, and then he's like laying there. He's looking at the refs, like, "Come on, man."
Hey, throw that.
Yeah,
Throw that.
throw that.
You like your job, throw that.
Did you see the other roughing the passer where personal foul roughing the passer? They didn't even touch him. They hit each other
Mm-hmm.
when he slid down.
Yeah,
You saw that?
Yeah.
Throw a flag. It's like, what?
You
What the
could have hurt
fuck?
him. You
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
hurt
you
him.
could have hurt him.
Don't you fucking touch him.
Did you think Jared Goff was going to come back into the game after?
I
No,
thought- no, I
I
did
thought he
not.
was done.
I thought he was.
I was ready for
yeah.
Teddy Two Gloves, though. I
Yeah.
felt like that would have been some shit. Like Teddy might have won that game.
That was one of the. I mean, for me, it was one of the most exciting games. I mean,
But you think about it. If Teddy
I like
comes-
the Bills and
the
Ravens
Bills,
game,
Chiefs.
yeah.
I'm not mad at that game.
Bills and the Ravens was a
Bills
good game
and the
too.
Ravens
that was a good game. That was a really good
Yeah.
game.
Roma already said it. We're looking at the Super Bowl right here.
Yeah.
He's saying it's not going to get any better than
It's
this.
not. I don't think any of the other games, championship games, or
You don't
even,
think the Chiefs and the
no,
the
I don't
Bills?
think-
I
not
don't
that
think
exciting,
so.
bro. That was a.
But isn't that one always a that's always a nail biter, isn't it?
No, I
but
don't think
there's no
so.
excitement to it. It's when I was like, all right, like
They
Josh is trying-
expect
like
the
you
Chiefs
expect
to
the Chiefs to
win.
win. Like
Yeah.
this game, you did not know who was going to win from start to finish.
That's why the odds were so close.
Well, I'm gonna
I
make
mean, it
my
was like
predictions.
plus 100
Uh-oh,
and minus
what's up?
115.
What
I'm
you
gonna
got?
make my predictions.
Call it right now.
I think it's gonna be the Bills,
Okay.
and it's gonna be the Washington Commanders for the whole rookie thing,
Okay.
and then the Bills are gonna win, and Bills Mafia is gonna win the first Super Bowl ever. That's me.
Or
You heard it here first. Bills, Commanders, Bills win.
or the Bills lose and they're 5-0 in the Super Bowl.
No, 0-5.
0-5.
0-5, my bad.
Yeah.
0
And
and
then they
5
give
in
it to the
Super Bowl.
rookie, and then he's
And then he's the one of the new faces of the. I mean,
then he's banging one of the Kardashians or the Jenners.
Kylie Jenner.
you know what?
Kylie
You know what?
Jenner,
I
yeah.
can't bet with him now because anybody who's ever been with a Kardashian, their career kind of goes left.
Reggie
Real quick,
Bush.
like, Reggie Bush, Lamar Odom,
Yeah.
the little light skinned dude that played basketball.
Oh, yeah. Well, he wasn't that good though.
But it doesn't matter. You're
the
making
guy from
NBA
the
money.
was it the
Humphreys,
Spurs?
yeah,
Humphrey,
Humphreys, whatever his name was, like.
Yeah.
He was never that great.
But he's making NBA money,
Yeah, man.
and now you're on the side. Like now you're not even playing.
Kanye West.
I didn't want to do it. I was trying to keep the athletes, but that man was,
actually,
that man was
Kanye-
doing gospel after a while.
but Kanye actually, I mean, bro, he did well after he
after he left,
left the
it
Kardashians.
was crazy. How
All of
that
a sudden, it turned around for him.
The pussy's dangerous.
Bro.
He's dangerous.
But you know what? Everybody's had some of that. Where
Yeah,
you know
everybody's
good and well you shouldn't be dealing with her, but all of a sudden,
Everybody's had a bowl ass cereal.
you know what I mean? Let me just one time.
One time.
Time.
She's like, all right.
Hey, look,
Same with the rappers too, bro.
Oh God,
Bro, all these white women destroying black celebrities, black
Facts.
fucking football players,
Look, I've
athletes.
had a coach tell me one time sitting down in
Artists.
a meeting. He walks into the meeting. You know, we sitting down. You got your notepads out. You ready to get into the meeting? He walked in, hands in his little hoodie, and said, "Gentlemen, beware the white women. They want your kids and your money." And walk the fuck out. That was the end of the meeting. Like that was it. We went to go hit weights after that. I was like, all right. Yep.
Yeah.
I heard what he said. I didn't listen.
Hey, you got a kid with a white woman?
Nope, I got a kid with a Puerto Rican woman.
Oh well, you know those are dangerous for everybody.
Latinas are dangerous just because it's interesting. You might die today. She might love you forever. But either way,
Yeah.
She may be shaving glass off in your arroz con pollo
But
and
it's
be
okay.
like, kill this motherfucker right here.
ready to deal with it.
Ready.
Ready. Give me that.
So Max, who are you thinking like overall for the NFC and the AFC championship game and then the Super Bowl?
I think the Chiefs beat the Bills.
Okay.
Not by much. Like, man, I don't think
It's gonna be a
much.
close one?
I think it's gonna be a close one. I think the refs keep it close because I think the Bills on paper should win, but I think the Chiefs end up winning by. I take the Chiefs with 6.
With 6?
With 6, I think it's gonna be with 6. I think on the other side of things,
By 6 points?
yeah,
Okay.
Chiefs win by 6.
You want to
Okay.
call out the score?
Uh,
Come on, call out the score.
Actually, I'm gonna go 23-20 like the Bucks and the Washington Commanders. The Bills.
nah, give me 21-28.
21-28?
28. I'm gonna give myself
All
an extra
right.
point just to cover the spread. But then on the other side,
I'll do 21-29.
I think on the other side, I think the Eagles come out of it. I think
I don't see it. I mean, I was thinking that too.
Y'all didn't see Jalen Hurts?
that's cool, but he's got a workhorse behind him. He ain't got to do shit no more.
That's true.
You know
Wanna
what I mean?
see it.
Like
Man,
if
Washington-
Saquon's rolling for
Saquon,
200
yeah.
a game,
I'm just trying to think how many yards like the Commanders defense have been giving up on the ground. They did. Jabbar Gibbs had a decent game.
he had a decent
That's
game. He had like
Gibbs
an
had-
85.
yeah.
85 yards.
Bucky had like 90.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to give you at least
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
At least 100 on the ground. So that's with regular guys.
Yeah,
This
regular.
man's playing like Superman.
Yeah, I know.
So
Saquon's
Saquon
averaging like in the postseason like over 200 yards.
that's what I'm saying. So like, I don't really care about Jalen Hurts because all he has to do is keep handing that bitch off.
Yeah.
And then he has to call it 15 throws in the whole game.
Yeah.
3 game changer.
Honestly,
That's it.
I don't even think he had over 200 yards.
So then, are you taking the command? You're taking the Eagles.
I'm taking Eagles.
Well,
So
what do you
Eagles,
got there?
Chiefs.
What's the point spread on that?
Oh God.
Because I mean, they put up some points against. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a. I mean, Detroit's
It was a
defense
shootout.
That one was a shootout. I don't think this because of the
No,
way
it was a shootout against Detroit Lions, bro.
but the way that the Eagles are playing, I think because of the run game.
That wasn't really a shootout.
Nah.
They didn't. Well, they barely cracked 30, right? It was
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I think it'd be like 26-28 on something like that. Something low. I don't think either one team cracks 30. Just because.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be.
But you're looking at like they run the ball so much with Saquon. That's a lot of game clock going.
where are they playing? They're playing in Philly.
Eagles.
It'd be in Philly.
And the polar vortex is like hitting right now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's supposed to be snowing next week.
We've just established that black quarterbacks don't do well in the snow. You know what I mean? Black guys are great all year until it gets snow flurries. And we're like,
I'm really, I would say, but I'm really impressed by Jaden Daniels' like coolness. Like I feel like
He's so nonchalant. I love that.
Yeah,
guy.
I know because
He
Lamar,
doesn't even blink.
Like Lamar Jackson, I think it took him a little bit of time to get to this point in his career
Where he's calm.
Where he's calm.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose it. He's like, no, I'm gonna come back. Like he
It'll
said,
be fine. It'll be fine.
Everything will be
And
fine.
how old is he? Like
But how
28?
does
Yeah,
Huh?
he just turned 28 this year.
But
And
how the
Jaden
fuck?
Daniels is like 23.
22.
22.
Kid's 22.
And he's acting like nothing's phasing him.
Not
Did
like
you
he-
see like when he's sitting on the bench, he's just
like game winner? He just won the
like,
game.
he's
He's
not
just
doing
chilling.
anything. Yeah.
He's just kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
we won, cool deal.
Hey Brady, what does LFG mean? Did you see that? Did you see that?
No.
But I mean,
So he got the Tom Brady "Let's fucking go" LFG
Yeah.
player of the game, and the first question he asked Tom Brady is, "Hey, what does LFG mean?"
Yeah, right. He just did.
I
he,
did ask.
He wanted
Yeah.
Brady to slip up and be like, "Let's fucking go."
Brady goes, "This is a family appropriate show, but it's you know what it means."
You know what it means? Let's go.
Nah, I mean, here's the thing: Jaden Daniels is just gonna. I think he's gonna walk away. He's gonna get Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
gotta
Yeah,
get
I
Rookie
think
of the
at this point now, I don't think anybody's going to beat him for
Bucky Irving.
I think he's going to get. Would he get
No,
rookie
no.
and offensive rookie and offensive rookie of the year? Right?
Nah, I don't think they ain't gonna give him both.
They would have to.
Why
Who
wouldn't they get
else?
him both? Yeah, who do you
Bucky.
get?
Bucky?
Bucky's
No.
up.
No, because I mean, Bo Nix had some really good fucking statistics. too.
Oh yeah, you're
Bo
right.
Nix.
I forgot about Bo.
I mean,
Nix.
Bo. I mean, he.
Bo
let-
Nix, I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah.
Bo Nix was. Is he better than Russell Wilson? Because he took that same Broncos team
I know
to the fucking playoffs. The same offense.
Actually,
Same coach,
You know what's
though.
great?
coach.
You know what's crazy is I just read an article this morning that said that. And actually, it was a good thing you brought up Pittsburgh Steelers, but
Trash.
they said.
And Mike Tomlin's been gone.
Well,
Fired.
they said no, he hasn't been fired.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No,
Mike Tomlin?
No, he said he's not going anywhere. But bringing. Well, let me touch on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
He said Arthur Smith and Russell Wilson never got along. Arthur Smith wanted Fields to start, but they shoved Wilson down his throat.
Uh-huh.
And now going to Tomlin, how many more years can you go to the playoffs and lose and keep your job? Like, how has the Pittsburgh nation not been like, all right, guys, he's been great. We've had however many
what you
winning
take
seasons.
into the playoffs.
So Adam
Yeah, he
Schaefer,
was-
Let's look at what you're
Adam-
taking to the playoffs.
Adam
Yeah, I mean,
Schaefer's
it's not
wrong.
the best team ever.
You're taking a mediocre team at best consistently
Yeah,
to the playoffs.
Even last year when they had Mason Rudolph and all those guys that they still made it to the playoffs. I get it, but at the same time, just like Todd Bowles, are we progressing or are we staying the same and not doing anything better?
I think with Pittsburgh, I think it's not just Mike Tomlin. I think ownership, like you said, ownership wants Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I think the way Justin Fields is playing early,
You have to.
you gotta let that kid spin.
That's what I thought.
gotta
too,
let him
man.
spin. He was cooking.
I
all year.
can't believe they took him out. And given Russell Wilson picked up his,
He played better.
Yeah, he played better.
But Justin Fields is a different dynamic.
and
like
it's a
Russell Wilson
franchise
getting-
quarterback if you're thinking about it. He's young.
Oh yeah, and you know that Russell Wilson's not going to rush for anything relevant.
at least not anymore.
Not anymore. Like back in old Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Seattle Russell Wilson.
Seattle Russell Wilson. Yeah.
No.
But we're giving Russell Wilson credit for the one Super Bowl he got off of a defense.
Well, he also went to the Super Bowl with a shit Pete Carroll call when you have Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, remember we
In the
talked
back.
about that one?
There's
Yeah,
no
man.
way. I don't give a fuck what my head coach calls. We're on the one, and I have Marshawn Lynch behind me. I'm not even listening to the play call.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna run this dive.
And
Actually,
that
that
would
might
be
have been
Super
the
Bowl
down-
number 2. I
Yeah.
mean, that would have been Super Bowl
But that
number
might have
2.
been the downfall of Russell Wilson when you think about it.
Why?
Because what has he done since that?
since
He
that-
threw that interception to
I
Malcolm
thought,
Butler.
I thought he made it to 3 Super Bowls. They
Nah,
lost
he
2.
got
just
2.
No, but I thought, he only made it to 2?
Yeah.
I made
that's
2
it.
Super Bowls.
Oh.
Won one, lost one.
Wasn't it back to back almost? I think.
Like a year. I think it might be a year in between,
Yeah,
maybe. No, it was back to back
Yeah, it was.
because they'd have been back to back champs.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Richard Sherman on the sideline.
Yeah.
All of them are chilling, assuming that this run play is coming.
Yeah, come.
And you can watch the pure despair in his
I know.
face
When he goes
when his
to
pick
throw.
happens. Like, and my thing is like, that's the pick in the middle of the slant in the middle of the field. That's where you're throwing this. I could understood if you throw a fade ball that gets incomplete. I can live with that.
Yeah.
That's your receiver or nobody. But a slant in the middle and you throw a pick.
Honestly, the play, when you have Russell Wilson, the same play that the Baltimore ran would have been perfect for that one, too. Everybody's
That's
thinking
what
that,
he was talking
everybody,
about.
yeah, everybody thinks you're going to friggin' hand it to, Marshawn.
Yeah, but
Play
if
action.
it works, then everybody says, "Oh, what a genius play." But the thing is, everybody knew that wasn't going to happen.
And it's crazy. Malcolm Butler all of a sudden became one of the best.
He was one of the highest paid corners in the league for a little bit. And then what happened?
Yeah.
Trash after that.
yeah.
Trash after that.
That's one thing I noticed with football, man. Football's a real, it's like a hype sport. Like
Yeah.
you have one good play and all of a sudden everything turns around for you.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, you really hadn't done too much. I mean, maybe you're mediocre at best.
But you get one good
Good
play.
play,
But
and,
now you have leverage going into that negotiation
Yeah,
room. Like,
yeah.
ha
Remember
Kind of like
that one?
Jadeveon Clowney.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what he did in
Baltimore
yeah.
last year.
well, not really so
Yeah.
much that what he did in college, and then now everybody knew his name because of that.
Oh, he got at Texans?
Yeah.
He was hurt a lot, but he had a good little
No,
run.
he
in Texas.
was still playing good.
But
yeah.
even
Well, he got hurt a lot.
but
Yeah.
even last year with the Ravens, Jadeveon Clowney
yeah, he played
had
well.
10 and a half sacks.
Yeah, he played well.
Right? 10 and a half. I'm sorry, 11 sacks last year.
Oh no, shit! I didn't.
Yeah.
know that.
So
Yeah.
when it came time to renegotiate, he had leverage. And the Ravens like, I don't know about paying you all that, bro.
Yeah.
He went, I forgot where he went.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and did what?
Nothing.
I mean, I don't know.
4.
I don't know.
4 sacks.
Oh, 4 sacks?
4.
Well, that's better than most.
4.
Mhm.
No. And these are built off half sacks.
Yeah.
Oh, so he had 8 half sacks. That's still pretty good.
Is it?
8 half
Is
sacks.
it in that division? I can throw a high school out there and get
But
2.
but what about having a better line? Because Baltimore's got a fucking stellar line. So
That's
if you-
what I'm saying.
So
like,
I mean, but if you have Baltimore line and you have more ability to break through and get
that's what I'm
into.
saying. You had other guys around you, Matabike, Adafe Owe. You had Kyle Van Noy, who's had a great 2 years in Baltimore. And it's a pick your poison thing. So
Yeah.
now you go to Carolina where you're the only guy on that. All right, cool. Fuck him. We'll double team him and keep pushing.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, at that point in your career, I would think you would want a Super Bowl. Why would you
I'm
just?
dealing with a contender.
Why would you just be like, all right, I'll take the incentives?
But
if
he's
I-
from Carolina. He's
Yeah,
from
I
there,
know,
so
yeah,
he
he's-
wants to go back
yeah.
and finish out there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fuck that. Give me a ring.
Well, well, at the same time, I mean, a lot of these players, what they really want is money. I
Yeah.
mean, not a lot of. Some of them may say, "Hey, yeah, a Super Bowl would be great," and as a kid, they're thinking, "I'm going to play in the Super Bowl." But most of them are like, "Yo, I grew up poor as shit.
That's before you know the
Let me
NFL
get some
scripted.
money."
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
know it.
Hey, look, what's the script for this year? I'm not getting this. All right, cool. Run me this check.
Hey, Daniel Jones got to play in a playoff team, and then he brought him to the New York Giants because they
Oh
lost.
yeah.
The Minnesota Vikings, man. I felt they were
Sam
always going
Darnold?
to. Yeah, we bet on that one. I got
Yeah,
that one.
Sam
I picked the
Yeah,
Rams.
yeah.
Sam Darnold is another.
I picked the Vikings.
but did they keep Sam Darnold this year? After this year?
Yeah, of course they do.
I think so.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't think he's good. I
don't
think
think he's good.
he's a little 1 year wonder right now. I think
You know,
Cinderella story.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think. I don't.
Just like Daniel
I'm gonna tell you-
Jones?
I'm going to tell you, Minnesota Vikings. Their record is not going to be anywhere near what it was this year.
Absolutely not.
Really?
No way.
Were they number 7?
No, also, I mean, strength of schedule. Now next year you're going to
They
get
have a
harder.
better-
Yeah,
tougher
you're gonna have
schedule.
Yeah, you're going to have it. You're not going to have
Did you
that.
see who we're playing? The Bucks are playing?
No, yeah, we're playing. We got a hard ass
Oh
schedule.
my
I got a
God,
brutal schedule
bro.
next year.
I
Your
saw
schedule
it.
sucks.
I know
Oh
it does.
my
But I'm going to those
God,
games, so
bro.
it's cool. Like, I'll be there. You know what I mean? There's like 4 games where I'm like,
Yeah, they're good teams. You know, it's a good matchup.
And I always go with the Ravens.
What do you think about? They just said. All right. Well, are we? We'll be. right,
We'll do one more.
all right. We'll be right back with Happy Hour Holidays, and we'll go touch on Tyreek Hill possibly coming to the Buccaneers. And we're back looking at the right camera at Happy Hour Holidays. Got
it.
Yeah, we were talking. We've heard some little like messages from Tyreek Hill saying that he might, be having a 3-hour drive now. So he came down here for an event,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he probably enjoyed it here because I mean he's 3 hours away from 20 baby mamas. But
Did you talk to him?
I mean, he came down and interviewed. He kind of dapped everybody up and stuff. Some guys tried to call him out and this stuff, like young guys. Young guys.
What were they calling him out on?
They're trying to they're like, I can cover you. Da da da. Young kids.
Yeah.
My thing is like Tyreek Hill trains down here in the offseason anyway, so we see him at Skyway and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So,
He does?
yeah, I've seen Tyreek Hill a handful of times in the offseason.
shit.
So I'm like, what's up, man? That's it. It's not that exciting for me. But like the young kids, like the 17, 18-year-old kids who are playing in the tournament, they're like, oh, Tyreek Hill. I'm like, I know why you're here. Your season's over. This is prime negotiating time. I know why you're here, buddy.
But why do a lot of players come to the Skyway in Tampa?
It's one of the best fields.
Oh, is that why?
It's just it's
because I would assume like Miami has a shit ton of great fields, right?
But they have a lot of great fields that are always occupied.
Oh, okay.
Like Skyway, you can come over there, and if you're like an NFL guy, that's your field. It doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. Hey, you got to move.
Yeah.
These guys need it.
Isn't Skyway just one field?
Two turf fields.
Yeah.
It's ducked off. It's quiet. There's nobody around it.
It's right next to veterans.
Yeah, but there's nobody bothering you. They don't have to worry about fans trying to bombard it. It's not a big local park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can go get their work in quietly and leave. You know what I mean?
Unless you're Steven Garcia.
Well, that's just because I'm convinced he fucked that lady's daughter. Or
That's why they do. The violator.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because she hates him too much to have not maybe he didn't call her back. Something I don't know.
I'm gonna marry you.
I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah. Nah. Remember you love me.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way she treats him and the versus the way she treats me, it's like she loves me.
Yeah.
And I'll never do that. I just go, hey, I got this group coming at this time. Is it cool? She's like, yeah, no problem. Just don't make it look too obvious. All right, cool, no problem. Garcia steps 2 feet on the field. Get the fuck off, or I'm calling the cops. You know what I mean? So. But like I said, I think Tyreek Hill's coming here to negotiate with the Bucs.
You really think so?
Because he already said he's not going to stay in Miami.
But what about the salary cap? I thought we were kind of tight on the salary cap.
We're not though.
You can play with that. You can play with the salary cap because, all right, prime example, if he does a large signing bonus,
we have a surplus.
You could do a large signing bonus and lower his yearly rate, or package it in incentives and stuff like. There's ways that they can manipulate that
to get him on.
Yeah, and you ever notice that teams who are low on the salary cap always seem to be able to keep their peak players?
Yeah.
Oh, because they franchise tag.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I wonder if that's where we need to spend our money because our secondary is fucking such.
Well,
garbage.
some people are saying that they should franchise tag Chris Godwin, which I don't know.
They already did. I thought
you can do it twice.
Yeah.
No, they did. But
you
I
can
thought
do it 1 year, and you can do a exclusive franchise tag or just a regular franchise tag.
But I don't know, man. The guy's injured too many times. Mike Evans' contract.
Bro,
is
well,
up,
let's
isn't
put it this way, man. He tore his ACL, MCL 2 years ago, and then he broke his ankle.
I don't know. He's always.
I mean, that's 2 different injuries.
That's 2 completely different injuries.
Yeah, but
I can understand if he tore ACL
twice.
Then
but
then
he
it's worth the
broke his
conversation.
fucking ankle,
And that was on a fluke play on that ankle.
on a play that he shouldn't even have been in.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably. I don't know if I want to blame Liam Cohen. I love Liam Cohen.
He rejected the Jaguars' coaching.
Good, bro. Please stay. Bucks, pay him. Pay him, Bucks. We need Liam Cohen. He is the best OC we've had since John Gruden.
What about
I don't think John Gruden was a great OC.
No.
Since Bruce Arians. I know they were head coaches, but I'm saying.
I was
okay.
gonna say
Yeah,
Dave
no,
Canales.
Solid
Fuck
guy.
Dave
Solid
Canales.
guy.
That guy's a joke. That was a joke. I hope you're enjoying fucking South Carolina.
It's North Carolina.
I thought it was South Carolina.
No, Charlotte, North
Now
Carolina.
it's North Carolina?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's how little I pay attention
I
to your
guarantee
career.
you that he will win 3 more games next year.
So
than
he'll
he
be
did this year.
7 and 10?
Yep.
That college won. That's progression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
I mean,
Bryce Young?
they won 2
With
more
Bryce
games
Young?
this year.
4 and fucking. Come
They were
on,
2
man.
and something the
He's
year before.
garbage, dude. He is garbage. That guy just go coach fucking high school, man.
Wow.
Terrible.
I mean, Teddy Bridgewater did, then came and played.
I know, right? That was
Yeah.
crazy.
And Teddy Bridgewater team went undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yeah,
man.
he went down to Miami, had those kids undefeated all year.
They won a state
State champs, yeah.
and national?
I don't think they got national. I think they lost in I think second round or something like that.
Oh, you know the college football championships tonight.
Ooh, that's right.
Oh, shit.
Ohio State and Notre Dame.
I think Ohio State wins no problem.
I'll go with Notre Dame just because you said that.
I don't really like Marcus Freeman.
Just because you said
Wait
it.
a minute. Dude, I don't like
All right,
Marcus.
let's pull out our Hard Rock apps. Let's start betting.
I just Marcus Freeman's face just gets on my fucking nerves, man.
So you hate the guy's face, so you think the team sucks?
No, he just annoys the fuck
No,
out of
it
me.
doesn't.
He just annoys. I don't care. Fuck him. You know, just like the Dave Canales shit. He's not a bad
I don't
guy.
hate
but,
his face. I hate his game
I know.
play.
No.
His play calling.
I mean,
You know, who do you? I mean, who's the
I-
favorite? Who's the favorite tonight?
Ohio State.
Okay.
But here's my thing. If you bet Notre Dame, that's plus 275.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a toss up whenever, but I just feel like Ohio State in the playoffs.
I might bet
just
Notre
like
Dame.
any team.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
in the
bro.
they got
Yeah.
momentum, dude.
All right, hold on. If I bet Ohio, if I take Notre Dame with the 8.5 spread,
How much?
It's not much.
Plus
not
what?
much.
Plus what?
nah, because it balanced out because the plus 85, us plus 8.5 is minus 110.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
favorited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that's a
but
two
it doesn't
bet
matter.
parlay?
All of it's 110. Like the point
Well, what's the
totals,
money line?
Where you at? Go back.
It's usually right next to it,
So
isn't
you
it?
guys are all taking Notre Dame.
Nah.
Well, plus 275.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take that one today.
Yeah.
So you think Notre Dame's gonna win? Both of you
No,
guys?
but I like plus 275.
Absolutely. I'll put 275.
So this is all just on the gambling part of it.
Absolutely.
well,
Honestly, who do you think would win?
I'm taking Notre Dame because you said something.
No, but
man.
seriously, who do you think would win?
I really think Ohio State wins. I
By
don't-
a lot? By a
No,
little?
not by a lot. I think they win by a hot like.
Because
7.
Notre Dame squeaked in.
That's what I'm saying, but that's why I think like they got the luck of the Irish type shit going on. So like I give them.
Rudy.
You know what I mean?
Rudy.
I think they're gonna win.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna
Notre
lose by
Dame.
like 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, it's tonight, huh?
You know Rudy the movie? He went to Notre Dame. That's actually based on a true story.
Yeah.
And the only play he ever played, he did actually get a sack
Really?
or a tackle for a loss. I don't know which one it was. Whatever he showed in the movie was 100% accurate.
I think was it a sack?
I think it was a tackle for a loss, or maybe it was a sack. But whatever it was true. The one play he played, boom, he actually did something good.
Do you think they expand the playoffs, the college football playoffs anymore?
To make it like the NFL?
Isn't it like the NFL right now? How many teams get in?
12.
So it's
The
pretty
NFL
close.
is
It's
Kinda
7.
close. It's kind of close.
Yeah.
16, right?
No, it's 7.
Uh,
7 on
16.
each side. 7
Yeah,
on each
7
side.
and 7.
So it's 14.
Oh,
What the fuck, bro? You
What, man? I've been
snorted-
drinking.
You fucking snort fentanyl today?
Why, you got some?
No, but I think the college football is going to end up being more like the NFL.
I think it is too. It,
It
should
already
be.
has.
But
I
I'm
think
saying because
with
like,
NIL deals.
with like you said, with NIL deals, the playoff format, which I still think is a fucking joke.
Really? I thought I like it better than what it was before. Be like, this team's the number 1. No, this team's the number 2.
What if you make it like March Madness?
I like.
I would do that.
Yeah, but
expand it out a little bit.
I know, but how
more.
many games can you expect these kids to play? I mean, I guess that would be 16, right?
Or
Like,
or you just make it like Oh yeah. I guess
how many
you
games?
need a
How many
regular
games is
season.
in March Madness? You start off at fucking
Like
64 teams. I mean, you can't play that many
but
NFL
even
games.
if you
No, because 64
college
turns
games?
so 64 turns into 32, which turns into 16, which turns into 8,
So how many
which
games?
turns into 4.
So how many games?
that's 5 more games.
5
What,
more?
what turns into 4, which turns into 1. I mean, you're talking about 6 games extra.
I mean, that would
So
be a
even
pretty.
That's an NFL season.
But even if you took it from 14 teams to let's call it 28.
That's better. That's even
You know
better.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not quite 64.
So why don't you just have the top 25 teams just all make the playoffs?
yeah
That would
that's
work for me.
Well,
You gotta
that's
add-
an odd number.
You gotta do like 26.
Yeah,
All right, so
26.
26
Yeah,
teams. So
But nah, I did
or you give
24.
or you can give somebody a bye, right?
No,
If
no,
you-
don't give anybody a bye.
Nobody gets a bye.
No,
You go to-
everybody plays through.
I go 24 teams and roll.
Because I mean, there's so many college teams out
Because
there.
think about the weird
The
upsets you would
NFL's only
see.
got 30.
It would
Think
be.
about the weird ass upsets you would see.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's
you know what
why
I'm saying?
everybody
Can you imagine
loves
like a Miami beats a Boise State on some fluke shit.
Yeah.
Now there's somebody to root for. Now from a business standpoint, now I'm like, ooh,
There's more money there.
there's more money in that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
you heard it here first
You heard it here
from Max
first.
Paul right now.
We're advising.
I want my check.
I want my
I want
check.
my consultant fee.
They showed an NFL player from San Francisco. I don't know if you guys saw his paycheck.
Mm.
He was getting
Christian
tagged.
McCaffrey?
No, it was just another guy,
One of the
a
regular
defensive
guys.
player or whatever. but it was like $300,000 he got paid, and in San Francisco it was basically like 50%.
That California taxes a
He
bitch.
made he was like
And they
"Look at
can't
this."
even stop no wildfires.
It was like 150,000.
Yeah, keep tax some Gavin Newscomb.
That's
Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I was just like, it's crazy, man. That was a high tax.
So
That
how
was
much
a big thing with Tyreek Hill too, because he was like, his mom was saying, well, if you go to New York, even though I think that's where he want to go to the Jets or something like that. But she was like,
state taxes.
yeah, but she was like, you're gonna get taxed like half your paycheck. You
Mhm.
come down to Florida,
Get to keep all your money.
You get to keep all your money.
First of
So that
all,
was
why would
fun.
he want to go to the Jets for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, I mean, that was
You go to the Jets because it's a big market.
Yeah,
team.
big
There's
market.
That's
endorsement
not a bit,
offers.
bro. They suck. Though.
Plus,
Plus,
I'm saying,
he wants to double up his baby mama
That's
count.
one of the biggest markets just for like endorsement deals and shit like that.
For like what TV?
TV time.
Ooh, touching on Aaron Rodgers. Do you think he stays with the
No.
Jets?
No, he's gone.
And Devontae Adams gone too.
Hold on. No.
Devontae Adams kind of got screwed by going to the Jets.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Logically, Aaron Rodgers should be gone. But the Jets are gonna jet and keep that motherfucker.
You think him?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the contract? Or?
That's not even a contract. Who else you gonna use?
I mean, you're going to draft somebody.
Yeah, you're gonna draft.
Who you gonna
somebody.
draft?
No, ain't nobody.
You're not gonna get nobody relevant.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because Deion said Shadir's not coming.
Do you think Deion Sanders gets the Cowboys head coaching job?
Yeah,
Or do you think that's a good move even?
I think that is a great move. He already knows Jerry Jones. He knows how Jerry Jones acts. He's played for the Cowboys,
Yeah, I
and
don't
he
know about
understands it. Why do you think he
that. I think
took
they're
the
going to bump
call?
heads on the GM.
That's what I'm saying. I think from front office, the way Deion's gonna want to do things,
It's going to be.
they're not gonna let
Do
him.
you
rock
think
out.
Jerry Jones would flex,
No.
or
He
be a
didn't
little
flex
bit,
for Belichick. You think he's going to flex
a
for
little bit
fucking Deion?
flexible on?
Nah.
No.
Why not?
That's why the Cowboys will never be shit because
Jerry Jones just wants to be
He wants
everything.
to be in control of everything, and you're not gonna be able to control Deion Sanders. Look at what he did at Jackson State in Colorado. He went up to all the administrators and said, "Look, you gotta let me run this my way." And they like, it took a minute, but they were like, "All right,
All right.
do you?"
And he did it.
So why wouldn't? Well, Jerry Jones doesn't like that.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
like
no,
shit
I
like
know
that.
he went to Philadelphia Eagles game. It was towards the end of the season. They're like, "Thanks, Jerry, for keep working or whatever." Because he was like, "You suck, man."
I'm telling you, Dak Prescott's trash too.
He is trash.
He
I
is.
had to get out my.
But I'll tell you something: if Dion ends up taking that job, he's probably going to trade all.
Dak's gone.
Dak is gone.
Shadir is on the
Shadir
way.
is going to
If
be.
Deion takes that job,
Yeah.
I don't see how. I mean, because you got to go through the draft.
he's
Yeah, well, they're
Okay,
going to
look
trade
here, let's
the.
talk
They're
about
gonna trade down all the way the fuck.
You know
They're
who's going to
trade-
get him? Cleveland.
Yeah,
They're going to have Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott. and
Deshaun's
Jalen.
done. I think Deshaun Watson is done.
he already has his money.
He
That's what I'm
retore his
He's
Achilles.
going to his Achilles. Why would I come back? All my money is guaranteed. I'm going to retire.
There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to.
I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna get my check. Let Jameis Winston spin.
Didn't Adrian Peterson tear his Achilles and then come back and like?
No, he did ACL.
He did
Oh, it was
ACL
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Aaron Rodgers that tore his
His
Achilles.
Achilles and came
Yeah.
back, and now look at what he looks like.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tear that Achilles.
He can't. He doesn't have that like.
You can't step on
Yeah,
that.
you can't
You
step
can't
on
do
it.
that. Only person I've ever seen come back from an Achilles injury was Kobe. The only person.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Bryant.
but that's basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but you still need it.
You still need
yeah,
it.
to
Oh
shoot.
no, I get that, but I mean, you're not getting tackled.
That's what I'm saying. Well, neither is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but I
he's
mean, you're
still-
jumping. You're jumping with your fucking Achilles
Yeah,
all the
you're-
time.
You just, yeah. I love Kobe.
That's why I say. I think
Kobe's second behind Michael.
I'll give you that.
And fuck
But that's what I say.
LeBron.
I think guys are just built different now. Guys built like Kobe. All right, cool. I'm gonna come back, work hard, and be at what I was. Aaron will never be him.
Deshaun ain't gonna be.
There's Sean. He's just worried about them massage parlors.
You know what Aaron Rodgers was? He was trying to be what Tom Brady was towards the end of his career. And the fact of the matter is, Aaron Rodgers was never even remotely close to
Aaron
Tom
Rodgers
Brady.
was never that guy to me.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. I agree. I agree.
He's too selfish.
So my thing is, we're giving
so
him
what
credit
I'm-
for one Super Bowl. Like we're gonna do that. Drew Brees is just like that guy.
Yeah, I mean Drew Brees, you could say. I
Drew.
mean, he's up there on the yardage.
I'm
and-
saying Drew Brees. I mean,
And Drew Brees could actually
I
come
hate
back.
him.
he could do it.
I don't like him.
He's the same age as Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, Drew Brees said his throwing shoulders cooked.
Yeah,
He been said that he can barely raise his shoulder up like this.
yeah.
There must be that mole on
Hey,
his face.
How about that Peyton Manning commercial? That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Which
The
one?
Peyton Manning
Which
commercial
one?
where
It's him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother, and he's like,
Eli
oh,
wants to be a kicker.
yeah. Bro, I died on that commercial.
But look, those are two guys who left the game at the right time.
Yeah, they did.
They
Even though
Well,
Manning's probably fun.
Peyton, you know, he had the
But
fused discs.
But Peyton got one more Super Bowl on the way out the door.
Yeah, he has two. Yeah.
Left, and then they went into this broadcasting and found their own way.
Because they get
It's
along.
not as good as the happy hour holidays, but it's getting there. They're not as good as that, but it's cool.
And then you know who copied them was Jason and Travis Kelce.
I do like New Heights though. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never heard it
I've never heard
actually.
it
But their podcast,
Yeah.
theirs is okay. So
Do they talk about football or do they talk about random shit?
they talk about football, and then it gets a little random. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a good show though. But I think I like Jason Kelce just because of how funny he is
I think
on
he's
that
fun.
show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you like the Mannings better than the Kelces?
No.
No?
Nah.
Bro, but the Mannings are hilarious,
Yeah, I like
bro.
the Mannings.
Jason Kelsey's funny, bro.
Yeah, so that's just one.
Yeah. Eli's not. Eli
I don't
never
think
be funny.
Eli's that funny. I
Eli's
think
not funny.
he's
Peyton's
gotten
funny.
funnier, but I still think Peyton's
Peyton's
so
a
funny.
funny one.
Okay,
Like the
yeah.
commercial that he did with the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
yes.
my God.
He's throwing
Yeah,
darts at
yeah,
each other.
yeah.
And see, Peyton's funny to me.
Yeah.
Eli, he's like that little kid with Down syndrome. You don't want to laugh at him. You know what I mean?
No, Peyton, that commercial. I don't know how many times.
So
I
the
watched
older
that shit.
brother's always funny.
Older brother's always funny.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. That's why the Febreze, this guy is way funnier than I am. That's a fact.
That's okay, but the little brothers are always
Smarter.
a little smarter. A little smarter.
Hey, I saw this thing where they got Gronkowski on this show.
Mhm.
It's like that game where you get a word and you try to describe it to the
Yeah.
other person. And the YouTube video was Gronkowski must be retarded.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that one.
You saw that one?
Gronk,
I mean,
that
what
guy's
was wrong?
A walking CTE
Uh,
episode.
no
like,
Either
way,
CTE
bro.
or he was always just a big dumb jock.
No,
I think
'cause
that's what it is. He was
Oh
always
my-
a big dumb jock.
no,
man.
there's dumb and then there's Gronk.
He-
Like,
he's a retard.
like that dude's dumb.
Whoa. You know, we want him on
I mean,
the
I
show.
love Gronk,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean,
we just mean it in a platonic way.
Yeah, you-
no, bro.
but no, that guy's.
He
even
said
he's
he
hilarious
was
in my
doing it with a
opinion.
black dude, and he goes, "Where I'm from," he goes, "Egypt," and it's like it's in it's a continent, it's not a country.
When I tell you, this guy gave him every clue
Yeah,
under
every
the
clue,
sun.
yeah.
He's like blank American, hardworking, sir, the only black guy in the room. Where I'm from, Egypt.
Egypt, he was like, "No, bro," and it wasn't even a continent.
Yeah,
He said a
the
country.
I haven't seen that.
No, I'll
video.
show it to you.
Yeah, I gotta see that
Because he's
video.
like he's looking for Africa.
Yeah, he's looking for Africa. Yeah.
Looking for Africa. Gave him
Yeah.
8 clues.
He said these things were like this back in the old days. You know,
Pyramids.
like big structure
Yeah.
pyramids.
Yeah.
Look, you got
missed
that
it.
in 2
You
seconds.
missed it. You missed it. You're smarter than Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well,
They had-
he's more rich than I am.
Fair.
They had jack-o'-lantern, and he said a skeleton. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Pumpkin?
Yeah, pumpkin. Maybe he couldn't have said that word, but still, I mean, you
I'm
could have come
telling
up
But
with
you
something.
said jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin.
But that's a thing now.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta look
would've-
at those guys who were taking all those hits. CTE was real, man.
I
These
know.
guys are
What do you think about them wearing the?
stupid.
Guardian.
Fucking
man.
stupid.
Have
But
you-
it
ha-
works, doesn't
They're
it?
fucking stupid.
Have
It
you,
does look
noticed, have you
weird.
noticed?
Damar Hamlin was wearing it
Have you noticed one player on the offensive line on every team
Has it.
has it?
You know
because
why?
they probably
You
get
know why?
hit the
He's got the
most.
shittiest hands. He can't keep nobody off of him, so he just headbutting motherfuckers. It's that guy. It's that guy.
I know. That's what I feel like. I mean, it's just crazy. Well, we've come to the end of another awesome episode with Max on Happy Hour Holidays.
Holiday.
Max, what do you got to tell with this NFL season or anything you want to tell the audience? Plug whatever it is. I know Baltimore was a tough loss. I mean, Bucks were a tough loss too, man.
Plug any sponsors or anything?
Oh, shout out to Mixed Breeds, my flag team.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a hard ass.
Shout out to them.
yeah, I
You know what
like
I'm saying?
that.
We'll be in I think Vegas in a couple months for another tournament.
They make apparel.
Yeah, they make apparel. So you can go hit them up on Instagram at Mixed Breeds and they'll get you one of these. We'll get you one out. I'll get you guys some. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But big prediction. Chiefs, Bills, Chiefs by 8.
By 8?
Oh, you said 6 last
Well, we're
time.
gonna go 8. I need a spread. I need a spread. The Hard Rock app will give me 110 for it.
And
So
then you got Chiefs over the Eagles?
No.
Chiefs over the Bills.
No, I know, but
definitely
then-
Chiefs over the Eagles.
Yeah, Chiefs over the
Yeah,
Eagles.
because the refs
yeah.
are gonna keep that game. The
Yeah.
refs will keep the
Because
Chiefs.
Jaden Daniels ain't winning.
No,
So you think, yeah? All right.
no,
I got Jaden Daniels all the way.
You think Philly's defense is that good where they're going to
it's not that. I I think they're
Weather conditions, you think?
I think
will
weather
play?
plays a factor, and I think the fact that Saquon's going to run for 250 is going to keep Jaden
You
Daniels.
know, there's only one team that the Bucs have lost to in the playoffs that have not gone and won the Super Bowl.
Who was it?
It was Philly, I think it was.
Oh.
Other than that, every other team that the Bucs have lost to in the playoffs have gone to win the Super Bowl.
I also think
So the Commanders.
I also think that, even though I did say the Commanders and the Bills, I still think that because the Commanders have that kicker that's very suspect, and you're going to need a good kicker in the fucking snow, I think they're going to lose it because of that.
They're
But
playing in New
I'm still going to go with the Commanders because of the
So where are we watching the game? That's a better question. Where are we watching it?
Mons Venus.
I'm with it.
Penthouse.
Oh, Penthouse will do it every time. I can get a steak while I'm there.
Honey, this is not me. No.
We went to Hooters.
Manny will not be there, I swear.
He'll be home with the kids.
That's probably where I'm going to be, 100%. Guys, we really appreciate everybody tuning in to Happy Hour Holidays and continues to support us on social media and everything else. We're going to keep bringing, great predictions. Remember, 1-800-GAMBLE-ADDICTION. If you're
Fuck
addicted,
that, hit the Hard Rock app. Hit the Hard Rock app.
Hit the Hard Rock app.
Hit the Hard Rock app. Get your parlays in, baby.
Yeah, and
Peace
Hard
out.
Hard Rock, sponsor us. We'll shout you out every single
Every
time.
time.
Just give me like $1,000 credit
Every month.
every week.
Ooh, good call.
Oh, yeah.
it always hits 60% of the time.
There you
Every
go.
time.
All right, guys. Peace.